Hey Nocturnal, how are you? Yeah, I can't complain. Just running a bit late tonight. Oops, that's meant to be run. All right, that is running. All right, we might as well start. Just making sure my screen works. So yeah, just running a bit late tonight. Yeah, had to cycle back here from my partner's place. Was going to take the train, but I thought, I need to take the bike back and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it just ran a little late. Anyway, let's jump straight into it. So npm run watch. Let's open up our debug. Let's make sure socks does not stand on my laptop. Yeah, I thought so, socks. So yeah, how's everyone's week going? Hopefully it's going well. I'm glad it's finally Friday. I think I'm checking out a little tonight. So yeah. All right, let's jump straight into it. We had a sprint where we're just building up a random Gantt chart and so forth like that. So we're still continuing with this pretty much example. And we're just gonna modify it to make sure that this particular function works. When we drag and drop, that works properly. Just reload. Okay, I'm making sure all of that rendering happens correctly. Don't forget to drop, everyone, and remember you can add an emote at the end of it. So I am going to do shocked max. Okay, so we left it there. I was going to continue doing this off stream, but I just ran out of time. Yeah, personal life just got ahead of me, so yeah. All right, let's go. Sprint information. Let's open up that. Oh, 92 Nocturnal. Wow. All right. Then the test Gantt chart. So if we hit refresh, we start on Friday the 5th. If I click on this. Oh, we got start date down here. Start date Gantt chart. It's this number here, which we're not going to change. So 1711 929 6 whatever. So I'm going to move this. That start date changed, but that one didn't. But for some strange reason, these changed. And I don't know why. Oh, and we've hit an ad break. So I'm just going to bump onto ad time at the moment. So, yeah. I've run out of things to say. I'm just going to do the... wait, sorry. My brain's still catching up from the bike ride. Because it's about an hour and 20-minute bike ride tonight. So, yeah. I've got to, I've got to strengthen my upper body a lot more. I've been rather lax since the accident. So hopefully tomorrow I'll go to the gym. Yeah. All right. I can't read what you just said, Nocturnal. Sorry, the text is really, really tiny. I'll get back to it in a second. Sorry. All right. Welcome back, everyone. All right. That seems like a quick one. Yeah. Yeah, I get ads within the first 5 minutes of stream. And what I've done is I've gone into my settings and I've gone through and I've kind of made it so that no one gets pre-rolls. But the problem is I've got to have ads every half an hour. So that's the only downside of it. But hopefully it just means that more people will stick around instead of hitting an ad and being like, I'll just find someone else. So yeah. Okay, getting back into this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put more information in these blocks to find out what exactly is happening. Because if we scroll across, there's our May one. So that should be the first there. So, which is actually on a Wednesday. So I don't know why these are changing. And it's probably something very simple. I keep clicking your stream thinking you build robotics, but you don't. Also, wiped Linux hard drive on accident, reinstall it. Oh no. Hopefully you didn't have anything important on that hard drive. Yeah, no, it's horrible when that happens. Now, I haven't set this up on my computer at the moment, but in the past I've always had 2 hard drives. So I've had a smaller hard drive, or solid state, for the root directory, and I've always had another one for the home directory. I haven't done that with this computer yet, mainly because I've got a 2 terabyte hard drive, solid state drive in it, and I was like, I have an external SSD with the same size, neither had a name, and it was just a fresh install. Okay, glad it was a fresh install, because yeah, I've lost a hard drive with lots of photos on it before, and I was very, very angry at myself for that. Luckily I was able to get some of the photos back, but not all. So yeah, it happens. It does happen, and it is horrible when it does happen. So yeah. But how are you, DK? Hopefully you're going well, apart from the accidental wiping of the hard drive. Are you glad it's Friday? Okay, so I am, going back into the code. I'm going to scroll up. And I'm going to start looking at this data. You're doing good, just chilling? Oh, fair enough. That is good to hear. So, you should build an unraid NAS system. You would like it if you've already built one. So, funny enough, I've got 2 stories here. My friend he built a NAS system. His wife got so sick of him talking about the NAS that he's not allowed to mention the word NAS. So we come up with the term naked academic student. I'm actually thinking of getting a naked academic student because I do have quite a lot of photos that I want to store in one location. So, yeah, we'll probably be building one of those soon. All right, I think I found the issue. Index in delta days. Delta days equals 0. and then get day date. I think I found it. Yeah, I've got the start date. It should be start date Gantt. Yep, that's it. The space of width is fine. It is time consuming, so you have to make sure you have plenty of time when setting it up. Yes, I just have a Plex server, like 1 terabyte SSD backup. Oh, fair enough. The one problem is I need more than 1 terabyte. So, I've got an old... I bought this probably a decade ago now, so I've got one of these bad boys. So it's the Canon 5D Mark III. So, oops, and I just banged it on the mic. So I bought that quite a while ago. The thing is, it takes raw images, which are 25 megabytes. And I recently went out to take photos. I've already taken the photos off here. Or they're on the SD card. And I took 500 photos. Or just a bit over 500 photos. So if we go and do some simple math, because I can't do this in my head. Let's say 500 photos at 50 megabytes. We have 25 gigabytes. The card I bought for it, I think, is a 60 gigabyte card. Which I should actually take that out. 64 gigabyte card. So yeah, you have 9 terabytes total, but the rest is Plex server because I'm a data holder. Oh, fair enough. Also, that mic bang made hilarious sound. Oh, fair enough. It was like a bass bonk sound. Oh, I might have to re-listen to it later. So yeah, me taking a large amount of gigs is not unheard of. Currently, I've got a 2 terabyte, which is filling up very, very quickly of all my photos. So yeah, it's time to fix it. Time to get something. All right. Ooh. Okay, that didn't move to the right spot. You know, you can get a 16 to 18 terabyte HDD family, not family, hard drive fairly cheap now. It's like $10 per terabyte. Best terabyte, yeah. So the cheapest PC, 2 HDDs, you get the NAS. Yep. So yeah, I'll be discussing it with my friend. But yeah, around about that many terabytes would be nice to kind of future-proof it, because I'm happy replacing drives every couple of years if I can keep the NAS for about 10 years. It's a bit yes, that's why I'm getting my friend to do it. Now, just gotta be careful. Give me 2 seconds, sorry, I'll be right back. Just gotta open up the front door. Alright, I'm back. Yes, it's a rabbit hole. Getting my friend to help. So, alright. He tried calling me the other day, but I kept getting in meetings. So I've got to call him tomorrow. Alright, so what we're doing is we're going to fix up this other thing with the drag wheel. So drag start. Oop, thank you. And we've got drag drop. Fractal define it. R5 is the cheap case for starting out. 125 US and 8 hard drive slots. Ooh, with bays included. Going to get soon. Ooh, nice. Try not to get all your hard drives from one place. You might get all the same production batch, and you don't want common defects to cause failures too close to each other. Ah, good point. I did not think of that. Thank you, Nocturnal. And also, just wait. I've been using a Mac all day. Alright, I was meant to actually copy that and I used the Mac. Ooh. Now the one thing which... because I won't need this thing on constantly, which is going to annoy my friend. So what I'll probably end up doing is getting it to spin up when I need it, handle all the photos and all that kind of stuff, and then spin it down. So yeah, I'll have a talk to my friend and be like, listen, I don't need it to be the most power efficient system because I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to be using videos and stuff like that. So I want to actually get into a bit of video editing. So when I do video editing, most likely on this machine, I'll spin it up, or either I put all the videos on this, deal with them, send them over. I gutted all my old PCs and ended up with 9 terabytes. Ooh, nice. That case is real quiet. Also, Unraid also spins down the drives when they're not used. Ooh, nice. So yeah, there's a lot for me to learn for this. I think my friend's getting excited already. He's probably annoyed that he couldn't get a hold of me yesterday. So yeah. He called me so many times. And I'm like, I'm in a meeting. I was in a meeting all day. We had an outage, and essentially it was one of those meetings where we were figuring out a solution. And we're just hitting hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. Unraid is my super friendly space invader, and Bite My Bits has great tutorials for the setup. Ooh, thank you. I am going to say, feel free to also repeat that in the Discord for me. Just because I have a terrible memory, so not going to lie. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to essentially console log delta and then hey, the Bob that I know, how are you going tonight? Hopefully you're going well on this Friday. Actually, I won't need to do that. But another thing I should do is look at this and slowly bring in the math equation. But at the moment, let's have a look at just the delta. Because the delta should be a couple of ints and stuff like that. You're doing all right? Muscles a little sore over. Did you work out? Ah, fair enough. Yep, I can understand that. All right, so that should have compiled. We're just going to bump into here. We're going to move this just one date. Ooh. Why is there... Ah, because we're doing it as that. So we've got the math floor here. Let's get this number. I'm just going to copy. I'm just going to go 8, 6, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by that number. And that is 1. All right. I'm just going to go console log date. I'm just going to put start date. Okay, and I'm going to refresh. All right, we're going to move it once again, just one day. So that's the April the 2nd. Oh, why has it done that? And what I'm going to do, console log start date. That's going to be new date, and that's going to be this dot start date. Done it as Gantt when I did Gantt chart when I didn't need it. Okay. So I'm going to move this one day. There we go. Going to move this up here. Done. Perfect. Didn't quite plop that into the correct spot. I should do hover effects. I just don't know how, but we can figure that out. Okay, let's figure out where I am. All right. So we want drag over equals, and then I'm just going to put drag over dot event. It's going to have data. I'm just going to go console log drag over data. I'm just going to pass it through. All right, don't forget everyone, feel free to drop, and you can add an emote at the end. So I am dropping with Grumpy, or Max Grumpy. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit refresh. So I'm just, I don't know if it only did it that many times. Okay, yep. No, it only does it when it's on that pink thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete that. And we're going to have a look at this render bar. All the cells, in fact. You okay there, Socks? Socks is just having fun with one of the bags. So V on drag over. Let's do that. Oops, gone way too far. So we want drag enter. Console log, so drag enter. And then we just want, let's say, data. Wait a few seconds, hit reload. Let's see if this works. All right. Now, it won't work when we've got something on here like this. But that's fine, I think. Okay. what we could do from there. So I'm pretty sure we can render an outline. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to think for a couple of seconds. How will I do this without it making it an elegant solution, so it's not complicated at all? So if we online Gantt charts, we quickly go into one of these and we just move them around. We're actually moving it in real time. We can't move it up and down. We kind of want to do the same thing. Yes, socks. All right. So I've just got to think, how can I do that with this? So currently we're picking up a ghost child, but in reality we want to pick up this thing and actually have it snap onto these other sort of days automatically. So I think let's just have a look at the drag event. So we've got the drag drop dealing with all of this stuff. And I think let's have a look at this. So I could, it's in this whole entire zone. Okay. Let's have a look at what other drag events I can do. Oops, sorry, I can do. Keep hitting the microphone tonight. I might just lift it up just a tad. I swear to you, I'm not boxing it. Oops, sucks. I'm just gonna do something like this. All right. Waiting a few seconds. Let's hit reload. Ooh, let's actually get rid of these console logs. Obvious reason why. Okay. So I'm still dragging it, but we're getting no updated information. That's the one problem. Yeah. All that drag is the same. So JavaScript drag div element does not update the client X. Because, yeah, screen X, it's that. What are we doing with the other drags? Let's have a look. Client X. Yeah, client X is... Ooh. Okay, so JavaScript client X is 0 when dragging. Oh, that's for Playwright. Place the listener on the drag over event at the document level. Now I get the right X and Y properties that I can expose through a global shared object. Ooh, that might be an idea. So what I could do is I could have a drag over event at the top level. So if we have a look at the Gantt chart itself, socks. Usually just, do I need any of this? No, I don't. All right, reset the canvas. All right. So let's have a quick look at the Gantt chart. So we know we've got something like this. And then we've got like the dates and all that kind of stuff and all that. So what we could do is in this whole entire zone, we can have a drag over call. And what that call can do is that call can set a global client X value. We can use that client X value to update what we're moving. In fact, we could go one step further. We could just move that. We can move it at that sort of level. Because we'll have access to the target. If we have access to the target and we set the initial client X, we're going to be happy as hell. So I think that might be a good solution. And the best thing is, what we could potentially do is have live drag and drop. Live-ish drag and drop. You know, one problem with live drag and drop. Sorry, give me a couple of seconds. Oh, we're going into an ad break anyway. At one particular point. Sometime soon. So the one problem with the live drag and drop is you're going to have issues that come around links where one item, one object blocks another. I think in this sort of case, we've got two different options. One, we add in conditions that stop that particular object being updated, and we flag it with the user. We stop that All right, cool. We've hit the time. Add time. Okay. Add time. Tell you what, Socks has been really nice. Let's give her some treats. I'm just gonna flip back to this mode. She knows what's gonna happen. All right, add time. In your bed. In your bed, sweetie. Yeah, in your bed. Fully in your bed. In your bed. There we go. She was very hungry when I got home. Are you going to say hello to all the people, Socks? You know? Just realized the elephant's also, you know, mooning people. Okay. There it goes, Socks. Alright, welcome back everyone. Oh, wrong screen. There we go. Okay, so we could stop that. So essentially we could stop it from going either earlier or later than a particular date. That's should be fine to do. Or warn the user of the incorrect links. And the good thing about that is we can have it at the bottom. So let's say you got the Gantt chart down here. We can have a warning down here. We can also have some space up here where we'll just have an alert fade in and go, please note, blah, 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 blah. See below for more details. And then essentially the person will look down at the bottom of the Gantt chart and be like, oh, you need to fix up these particular points because these are going to break the system. And yeah. But in the meantime, we're not going to worry about that too much at the moment. What we're doing is we're just getting this working as a proof of concept. So we want to be able to drag and drop this along here. So I think let's remove the drag event. Let's move the drag into over here. We have the Gantt row render up here. We want to put it here. Or we could do it with the whole thing. The thing is, with Gantt row render, it's only going to do this one row. We want to include the whole thing. All right, so I need to go and just do div class equals Gantt chart. And remove that. You can go all the way down. All right. And then I'm just going to do a div. All right. So we want this working over the whole entire Gantt chart. So we got this on here. So vbind on drag equals drag. And then we're just going to pass through the event. And we're going to test this out. And sorry, Socks has just disappeared. She's gotten her treats. So she's like, haha, got what I want. I'm now going off and doing my own thing. So what we want is we want drag, and we're going to have the console log. We're going to see what happens now. So I'm going to refresh everything. I'm going to go to our console. I'm just going to start dragging this around here. And I'm noticing that there's not... Still can't... Yeah, why is that? Possibly the screen X is... Yeah, the screen X isn't even doing its thing properly too. Just going to refresh just in case I didn't give that enough time to do its thing. Okay. So VueJS on drag, not updating client X. Okay, I don't want to do anything. Yeah, I don't want to do anything too fancy. What I want to do is make it elegant as possible. And this is... Now I can't use... Technically I can. The fallback method... And that's only if I hit a point where I'm just like, this is getting way too complicated to do everything and so forth like that. The fallback method is essentially, we've got our little array of dates and so forth like that. Is at each of these, what I'll do is, let's say I have a start one here. And I have an end draggable here. And then these, actually it won't be. It'll be like this. These components will be draggable. All right, and the best thing is they're just two components, like this and like this. But they'll have two different ends. They'll both be pretty much smaller. One will be float left. One will be float right. And then that should be easy to drag and drop and so forth like that. And all of these little boxes will be view draggable. That way when I drag them, I've got a bunch of things we could do. We won't be able to drag them to other rows. So if we have another row like this, we won't be able to drag it from here into another row. This is the fallback method. I kind of want to see how I can do it without this. That way I can make it as... If I can get it as easy as possible, that would be great. At the moment, yeah, it'll be nice to have that ability to sort of do something like this and have it drop into a proper place like that, and then later on we can actually have a look at, you know, adding in this functionality too and adding in that functionality. So yeah, it's just not giving me an updated XY value, which is really annoying. Because if I've got that updated XY value, I can actually update this whole entire thing straight away, instead of having it done on the drop. All right. Can you modify code pen? All right, current X, current Y, yeah, that's fine. Drag will drag. Start drag equals drag. Okay, let's have a look at their drag event. Console log drag, drag item, document.pip. All right, let's go console log current X is yeah, that's not working for me either. Okay. Let's see if... Yeah, let's see if we can figure this out. All right, let's go in. All right, so this is, yeah, this is draggable. So we got live demos. Yeah, it's like that. We can easily do something like this in Yeah, in a row and so forth like that. The idea is we don't want it to go through 2 columns. Like that. We don't want that. Oh, how come that's adding? Yeah, I'm just staying away from that at the moment. Yeah, that's not what we want. All right. VueJS on drag event. Use the drag end listen to check if the client's X and Y was within the container using get bounds. All right, yeah, that's fine. I'm just wondering if we've got any secondary data. I don't think we do. Yeah, we've got event. Okay, let's have a look. We've got event data, emit, L, attributes, force updates, options, parents, props, rel, watch. We got all the V tests. A lot of the V tests. Okay, I'm just gonna go data. Let's see what happens. This is just me experimenting. All right, so with the data, hang on a minute. Oh no, that's just all the data. That's why it's not. Hang on a minute. Okay, just give me 2 seconds. JavaScript, get target client X. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this. All right, on drag, getting rid of that. Dot target. Gonna see if that works. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Gonna reload. All right, we've got the target. Okay, now the next thing is Let's see if this works. Undefined. Ah! Because I probably typed in the wrong thing. Alright, let's jump into this. Let's go refresh again. Let's... undefined again. Alright, no problem. Let's get rid of client X. Let's keep with target. Let's hit refresh. Let's copy, let's explore as a global variable. So temp0 dot not screen client X won't work. So temp0 dot, all right. Let's go JavaScript, because we got the target. I'm going to see if we can get the target to tell us where on the screen it is. JavaScript get div elements client X. All right, so we've got get bounding client rec. All right. I'm going to go var a equals that. So a dot client. So a dom rec. So 0. So we've got a left and we've got a right. And we've got an X and we've got a Y. Okay, cool. Let's copy this. Tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to paste it in. Let's experiment. Let's go var element equals data.target. Perfect. And then we get all this, and then we get the client X. And I'm just going to put in client X in there, and I'm going to save. And we're going to hit refresh. Wait a few seconds, sorry, and then hit refresh. It's only 3:11. It's not updating. Damn. All right, so JavaScript get current mouse position. All right, that's the old way. Let's look at client rect. We could find something. Waiting a few seconds, we hit reload. I'm not noticing anything change. Yeah. The other thing I could potentially do and hear me out. Okay, we have mouse over. And we'll have data. Like so. And all right, we'll just wait a little while. Hit reload. Got a bit of data there. We've also got a client X in here. So what I could do is up here, mouse client X. So 0 is going to be default. We scroll down here. We go this dot mouse client X equals. We're just making sure that we're getting all the correct details. It'll be client X. Data.client X. All right, we're happy with that. Okay. Then with this drag, and we won't need this anymore. We won't need this anymore. Now, in reality, what we'll do is, if we set this up, so we've got our bunch of arrays, like so. And what we'll do is we'll add in data attributes on each one of these. So there'll be an index, and there will be a row ID. And that way we can pinpoint the exact one we need. So if we're moving something from here, we know it's not going to go down here. So we know we're moving. Yeah, we're essentially moving that. There will also be attributes on that one. So yeah, we'll figure this all out. The idea being this test Gantt chart will expand to a couple of layers, and then we'll play around with it until we're happy, and then we'll actually implement this properly. Knowing that we've done the hard work here, that we just need to sort of replicate it. All right, so drag data. What we want to do is we kind of want to copy this. I'm commenting that out for the moment. So I'm not worried about this final. So what we need to do is get the number of dates from this. So at the moment we've got data. We'll need to get it from okay, so this is when we drag. So we clicked, we got the number. So let delta equals math.floor. This dot client. So this dot mouse client X minus this dot client X initial. And then we're divided by 35 pixels. Then we're timesing it by 24 hours, by 60 minutes, by 60 seconds, by 1,000 microseconds. All right. And we'll just hit adds. All right, I am going to quickly grab a drink of water. I will be right back. Yes, I'll be right back. back. Sorry about that. I gotta stretch. Oh, that charged really quickly. Okay, cool. Get that plugged in, and welcome back, everyone. All right, let's get back into it. All right, so we want to apply the start date. This is pretty much the same code as down below. So const start date equals new date. This dot start date plus delta. And it's pretty much it's pretty much this code. So I'm just going to copy it. Just going to paste it in. Just going to go bang like that. We're going to see what happens. So I'm just going to hit refresh. I'm going to bring that down there. All right, it didn't like that. I was hoping it would drag with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go console log mouse client X, like so. All right, I just wait a few seconds. I'm going to hit reload. And that's not changing. But if we have a look at the view, test Gantt chart, mouse client X. Oh, that's not updating at all. Okay. This is... Hang on, I might have gotten there. All right, wait 1 second, hit refresh. Doesn't work when you do that. All right. And then if I've got the view and I've got client X initial 512, I'll go to console. All right. It's because I've got something in front of it. All right, CSS, drag, able, object. Give me a couple of seconds. Let's do that. It probably won't hit those now, but I just want to confirm one thing. Yeah, it's not hitting those now. It says draggable object, hide element being dragged. Oh, these guys. Oh, these guys take. Yeah, they're doing a whole table thing and spans and all that kind of stuff. And they've got their. Yeah. All right. Damn. Okay, CSS, drag, label object. Let's have a look. That's kind of what I want to do. But just keep it in one plane. All right, VueJS, drag, div, inside, div. All right, so what they need. These days I've been working on my personal website. I've decided to build a tiny terminal for queuing information. My personal information is also available there. Website. All right, cool. A guy that doesn't like design, so my website is not the prettiest on the world. I'm making it functional site. We an index of projects. Yada yada yada. Really simple template with 3 slots for easy custom components. On clicking to start drag, this method will register 2 functions to handle the mouse on mouse move, on mouse up. All right. Also registered. Yep. So let's have a look. So we've got the div, draggable container. All right, cool. Draggable header, on mouse down, drag mouse down. Yep. All right, sweet. And then slot main and footer. And then we've got event prevent default. We're probably just missing that. So if I go back to drag, and do that, now they've called it event. I've called it data. We might change that. All right, let's. I don't think that did anything, but it did nothing. Let's go console log data client X data.client X like so. All right. Waiting a few seconds. And I am going to reload. Yeah, the client X is still 0. Okay. JavaScript get dragged objects current location. Okay, let's have a look. I would like to know if anyone of you has a clue how to solve the following problems. I've got lots of divs. They're all draggable with jQuery UI. All right, cool. So, start cursor move, stop and drag. Drag function var this offset.left. All right. Let's delete this. Let's delete this. Let's find console. Delete. Delete. All right. Let's go back up to drag. Let's go console log data.target. Dot offset. Actually, let's do that. All right, cool. So we got this. Let's store as global variable dot offset left. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this. Gonna paste it in. And I'm gonna save. We're gonna wait a little while and we're just gonna hit refresh. And that stays the same. All right. How do I get the position of a draggable object without using jQuery? In my React project, I would like to get the current position of div that I can drag around on the screen, meaning XY coordinates. I think you want to listen to the drag event and take a look at the Mozilla documentation for good examples. Remember, in React, the elements will refer to in camel case, on drag start, on drag end, etc. So function on drag start handler. Var React equals target so get. All right, let's doesn't hurt to get that. because I can paste it in. Like so. So we got that up. Let's see what this does. Let's go refresh. That doesn't change at all. All right, let's see what other events we've got. V on. We've got drag ends, we've got drag enter, we've got drag leave, we've got drag over, we've got drag start. I mean, I could try the drag over. We'll have the event. We'll delete those lines, but we'll actually... key them in here. Like so. Technically, we should have that as an event. Alright, I'll change that to an event. Gotta make sure that this is correct. And we've got this at the top level. And yep, we deleted it from the old spot. I don't see the numbers changing at all. Oh no. They kind of did. All right, let's strip this down. Let's bang this like this. Let's go console log rect left. Like so. And we're going to wait a little while and we're just going to hit save. All right. This looks good. I'm liking this. Okay, cool. I think this is plausible. I'm now just thinking, because we do have a problem with the draggable. So I'm trying to find this. What we could potentially do is scrap the draggable and have a mouse down event and a mouse up event. So mouse down will trigger a true event on a variable saying mouse down, and a mouse up will flag a false. And what this could do for us is so instead of having the draggable object happening around, you know, this little pink thing that follows us around and all that kind of stuff, instead of having that happen, we just do a check, because when we're moving around the mouse, we can get information. And we can be like, all right, cool, the mouse is about here. When we're dealing with all this data and stuff like that, it'll be about here and so forth like that. We could have a floating object follow the mouse as a test. But yeah, so on mouse move, what we could do is if mouse down true, so that's if mouse returns, stuff like that. If true though, what we could potentially do is adjust the correct behavior. So we could fetch the data we need. We could adjust, mutate that data, which in turn mutates everything on the thing. However, I can see this becoming very, very dangerous. I would need to test it with a lot of data in there to make sure that, because we don't want this whole thing rendering every single time, the whole entire board. We only want the data that's changed. And the problem is, if we do it at the sort of high level, it assumes that all the data has changed. Yeah. This is a bit of a doozy, this one. So yeah, I've just never done JavaScript drag and drop before. So yeah, this is what I gotta learn, what I gotta do. And thank you very much, the Viking Lord, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So yeah, we're just gonna keep playing around with this for a little bit longer to see what method would be best to do this in. At the moment, the drop works perfectly fine. To the point where we can get rid of all of this. We can just go like this. And for a minimal viable product, we can be like, all right, cool, done, perfect. We'll just drag that over there. Done. That works perfectly fine. Boom. Yeah. Cool. But if we wanted something where it does it live like this, where we even have a little thing above it being like, all right, cool, it's gonna stick to this particular date and so forth like that. Yeah, we're doing something. Yeah, we have to do something about that. Because there's going to be a lot of calculations too, which come into this. So, for example, like I stated before, if we got something that's blocked, we need to be like, hey, listen, this can't actually start until after this particular end date. We've also got to figure out, all right, cool, so these particular drag and drops, how will they work exactly, and so forth like that. So yeah, gotta figure this out. Yeah. I think this is going to be the hardest, difficult thing. And I want to get it right. I want to get this perfect before I even sort of really put it into NearBeach. I'm going to bring in the story points to, yeah, they're coming in the very near future. All right. Ooh. Let's try this. Let's try a mouse down, mouse up approach. So this is once again going to be a test. I'm going to go up to the top. Actually, before I do that, is mouse down false. And then I'm just going to have a div class equals alert info. I'm going to have span in there, class equals alert. Class equals error. And v if mouse is mouse down. Arg. Yes. What? Just being silly there. Okay, so idea is what is going to trigger this with the mouse down is we want this v on mouse down equals mouse down, and v on mouse up equals mouse up. We're actually going to put those in camel case like so. We're going to go down here. We're going to go mouse down. We don't need any data coming through. All right, that's pretty simple. And then we just reload. So we got the what, and when we put down the mouse, it should change it. It didn't though. And we got an ad break. So yeah, all right. So yeah, that was. I was hoping that would be a potential solution, but well, that's fine. I've got a couple of weeks to figure this out. So yeah, just gonna slowly get at it. Once again, what we're building at the moment is just a sort of, we're finding all the pain points and so forth like that. So this is definitely going to be one of those pain points. The idea being is when we actually build out and flesh out the proper product, we know all the pain points, we know what we're going to have to actually do, and then we can go in and actually program it properly. We can split it down into its required components and so forth like that, and fiddle around with it in a much better way. Instead of trying to go in there, build something, realize I have to rewrite the whole thing, and so forth like that. If this is a test one, it doesn't matter if I have to rewrite it because it's a test. So yeah. We will get there though. We will get there. Okay. And about 8 seconds. All right. That's not too bad. Not too bad. I'm hoping everyone's going good out there. Anyway, welcome back everyone. Gotta put it back onto workstation mode. Okay, so this didn't do anything. Well, that one's I don't think that will. Yeah, that's not doing anything. If I go false, waiting a few seconds, yeah, there. It's not like it's. Yeah, all right. So VueJS drag events. Let's see. That's getting us to first one's getting us to use a library. So dragged item is dragged, drag start, drag end. Drag enter when a dragged item enters a droppable element. Yeah. Drag over. Drop. I mean, mosquitoes are? Yeah, we have lots of mosquitoes here. I'm actually Australian. But yes, I do use oi. Usually followed by something unpleasant. So yeah, we do get quite a lot of mosquitoes here. Usually around large bodies of water. I do get them in my area. But yeah, places like I haven't got many along the Yarra or anything like that. But yeah, I have gotten plenty when I've gone camping and stuff like that. I got at least 70 bites on your arms. Fair enough. And hey, Filter, 85 Filter, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. They're starting to heal though. That is good. I had a friend who got Ross Rivers disease. If I can spell disease, I can't at the moment. That was weird. The Ross River virus. Yeah, I had a friend who had this. That was not fun for him. So, yeah. Never forgetting to bring off when I go to the... Yes! Yeah. Yeah, we use a lot of mosquito spray in Australia. We also have insect burning insect repellent type of stuff. So we've got a lot of this in Australia. Like these spinny ones we see a lot. Alright, my family buys a lot of those. I haven't seen the straight sticks yet, but I've definitely seen like the spirals a lot. So yeah, we use those quite often. And many of them. It isn't just one. They're literally just... You build a circle around yourself of them. You would think the CDC would come up with something to eliminate the mosquito problem. Well, fish eat them. Fish do eat them. So they are sadly needed. All right, drag over, drag, leave. One of the most useful things to know about drag and drop API is it adds this data transfer objects to events. All right, this data transfer object allows us to set data when we start dragging an element and access the same data when we drop our element in the drop zone. All right. Now that's piquing my curiosity. We should know a few properties / methods of data transfer. If you want to know more, check out the complete documentation. We've got the drop effect, effect allowed, set data, get net data. All right. Data transfer, Data transfer object is used to hold the data that's been dragged during a drag and drop operation. It may hold one or more data items, each of the data types. For more information about drag and drop, yep, all right, cool. The object is available from the data transfer property of all drag events. Okay. So we could play around with that. All right, creating our own drag and drop system. Here's an example we're gonna make. Sweet, so they've got kind of, oh yeah, I see that. As you see, there are two lists and we can smoothly drag and drop items between them. All right, neat. Setting up our project, first we need to set up our data inside our script. We're going to create an array of items with ID, title, and list. All right, sweet, yep. Cool, that's fine, that's basic. I should zoom in for those. There we go, sorry. That's my bad. Then I created two compute properties, filtered our items into the list from list. All right. Cool. It's best to create a computer property, then use VIF inside your v4 if you would like. Yeah. Okay, best practices. Oh yeah, and don't forget to drop everyone. So I'm going to use shell shocked. Creating our template code. All right, yep, div for our items in list one. Yep, sweet. And then, yeah, it doesn't really matter how you style your components. Yeah, we're not going to worry too much about styling. But it's important that your drop zones have some height, even when they have no inner elements. Yep, all right, sweet, perfect. Otherwise, you won't be able to hover over it. Yep, cool. Adding drag and drop. Where the magic happens is when we start capturing our drag and drop events. But first we need to add some methods to our script. All right, I see where this is going. So they're going to have a start drag and they're going to have a end component. So yeah, what will actually happen is that will drag that and yeah, I feel like all right, there's a preventable and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think that's where we're at. And we just need a little bit more for this. Because once again, we're trying to get this happening. I mean, I've broken it, but it's easily fixable. Drag drop, yep. All right, cool. I should just delete that. I should delete that. Oh, wait, no, that's, we need that. And if we refresh, as you see, we've got it there. But yeah, we're just... we need need something, we need that location data when we're actually moving the object. And I do want drag and drop to be implemented. And the reason being why I want drag and drop implemented is because it's just going to be more user friendly. We are still going to have the start date and end date, and that's still going to manage everything and so forth like that. But yeah, this drag event, drag over event. Handle drag over. Okay. That drop, handle drop. Yeah, it's just handling the drop. Yeah. Yeah, it's just doing the start event and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more research about this. Yeah, I'm confused. I'm going to have to do quite a bit of reading when I'm a lot more tired. Not more tired. When I'm not so tired. So in the meantime, though. All right, it just broke. Cancel. Git reset hard. I'm not going to save any changes from tonight. Going to move on to develop, and what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly look at some bugs. I can close that. I'm going to close a couple of, yeah, I'm going to close all of this. All right, I can close that. Let's go into our issues. We don't have many issues, so we can fix a couple of these very, very quickly. So the read-only Kanban has a gap at the bottom of the page. So this is a special case. So if we go into localhost, let's actually jump into a work one. Oh, we've got that one. Let's go shopping. So let's go read-only. Sorry about the light mode. I will change that very instantly. All right, let's go into a Kanban board. The Kanban board here is fine. Let's go into the iPhone 6. We need a board with more oomph to it. All right. So as you see, there's this little gap down at the bottom. I need to put more information in there. So I'm just going to open this up in a no container. I'm going to go dark admin. I'm just going to put in a couple more cards. Then I'm going to go in here. I'm just going to refresh. Oh, I haven't fixed it. I have actually fixed it. All right. Yeah, all right. No, I know what fix this. So what I'm going to say is automatically fixed when completing another task won't do. All right, cool. So we're just going to go won't fix onto this. That's fine. We're going to go into here. Oh, I should get that rid of out of here. No version. piss that off. In here, dashboard hyperlinks are not opening on the word open. So if we close that, we go to NearBeach. So we've got open and they're just text. Everything else is a hyperlink. We've just missed actually putting hyperlinks on the section here. Very easy fix to do. So what we want to do, close all this, minimize all of this, open up NearBeach, open up source, open up JavaScript components. We're going to go into the render, and I think it is render object card. So if we have a look, we've got an A tag right there, but we don't have that same A tag over here. So what we need to do is just copy that, paste it in, tab these guys up, and just add an A tag. And hey, Scotty B, how are you going? NearBeach is going well. We were trialing out the sort of drag and drop functionality of the sprint. However, I need to read a lot more information. The problem is, now I don't have this compiled at the moment, but I'll show you what I want to do. Wait, no. What I want to do is add in something like similar to that to NearBeach. However, it's dragging stuff around. It's just not updating this how we want it to. So yeah, I just need to do a lot more research. It's going to be one of those things where I'm just going to figure it out. You like drag and drop? I guess that is the old Mac user still in you. Oh, fair enough. Well, yeah, the idea being is it's a rather intuitive thing to do. So I do want to spend time implementing it. I want to implement it properly. So at the moment, drag and drop does actually work. It just doesn't do it like how I want it to. And I think trying to aim for getting that sort of achievement would be a lot better for NearBeach, because it'll instantly update everything, and I think people will be just happy in general. So yeah, just got to figure it all out. But otherwise, at the moment, I am just fixing... Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, I'm just fixing some bugs. So some quick bugs. I thought they were going to be quick bugs. So I need to implement the same sort of thing for that. So we've got object card detail. I need to do the same thing with object card status. Object card status. I just need these 3 lines. Just to be like, any text decoration, just put none. And we wait a few seconds, and then wait a few more seconds. Sometimes it takes longer to do this. There we go. With SAS, we haven't quite done it. Alright. Object card status. Object card status. With A. And we've got text decoration none. Okay, and then what I've done... Yeah, that should be like that. Okay. The only difference between these two is, though, just that property. But yeah, text decoration none should be in there. And then what I want to do is I want to do the same thing with those. So what I'm going to do, bang that out. I'm going to paste those in. I'm just going to grab this one. Oh. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong thing. Just going to paste that in. Okay. And then with the small text, so I think those two should be around the other way. Okay. Now, the one problem is I've got to wait so long for this to compile every single time the SAS does this. So we're just going to have to wait. And then I'm just going to hit reload. There you go. That's a lot better. Ooh, did I want the date to be blue? Or the status. I think having it like that looks a lot better. But also, it doesn't... Okay, so one thing is, it doesn't cover the whole thing. Does here though. So how did I do that with the other one? That's text decoration is none. If I go height 100%, doesn't work since the display is in line. Oh, just wait, I click the... Yeah. I mean, that works. So, if I go in here, and I go display block, height equals 100%, wait another 10 seconds, we'll see how this goes. And it could be as simple as that. Waiting a little bit longer. Oh, I'm going to snooze that ad because I'm going to be finishing up very soon. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, so I'm going to go have an early bed. There we go. Oh, not quite. We've got those two around now. It's object card status. You should never say that, you might jinx yourself. Oh, fair enough, yeah. Alright, this is weird. Object card status. Object card status. I've got that and that there. I'm just going to reload again. There we go. Yeah, that is weird sometimes. I am gonna swap these around. Like so. And welcome, Gizmo Pug Life, sorry. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're going well. Okay, so got that done. I think that looks nice. Now I'm used to the blue being up the top. I look like I'm in the zone getting a lot of work done today. Thank you. Yeah, I'm at that point where I'm just exhausted. So, gonna start and dev my first full Python program. Oh, nice. What are you hoping to build, if you don't mind me asking? All right, there we go. I think that looks a little bit better with the date at the bottom. Okay. So I'm happy with that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into NearBeach, git status, git add, everything in source. I don't think I made any changes to any NearBeach stuff. Yeah, that's all. Git commit, bug fix. And then what I'm grabbing that, and I'm gonna paste it in. Gonna make sure I do that, and then push. You want to build GUIs, and it can't be asked to figure out everything, so I will be building a Python GUI builder. Oh, fair enough. Well, good luck. I am terrible at GUIs. Alright, so this one will be in the latest version, which is this one. And we're ready for the retesting for this. If we go back into here, dark mode, the priority bars are not clearly showing. So I can show what I mean by this. So if we go into the Kanban board, actually, I've got a picture right here, but I'll juxtapose it with a Kanban board. So with the Kanban board, you'll notice that this green turns into this white color. And the idea being, if it's on the highest one, it's solid all the way through. And if it's on the lowest one, it's actually not meant to be solid. Now that shows very well in light mode, does not in dark mode. So in dark mode, the idea of this is that the gradient is meant to go from one of the base colors into essentially in that sort of case, that's white. So we'll do something like that. So yeah, it's meant to fade into the background. I might also make it to be able to do some C# as well, as I need to know C# before September. Oh, fair enough. So yeah, I use a lot of C# at work. So NearBeach is built using Umbraco. We use Umbraco at work. When I say NearBeach, I mean the NearBeach marketing site. So the NearBeach's marketing site is built using Umbraco, which is pretty much a lot of C#. So yeah. Anyway, gotta sort of implement this. Let's have a look at it. So we've got the priority lowest. If I just copy that, I go find it in here. There it goes. So we're in here. What we've got is we've got a gradient and so forth like that. And what we could do is we can replace these RGB values with a variable. So it doesn't matter for the highest one. The highest one, it's a solid line. How hard is C# to fully learn? Really depends what you're wanting to do with it. So, and also what other languages you kind of know. So for me, it wasn't so hard to learn, but I know C and I know C#, C++. So my hurdles were sort of Umbraco specific sort of stuff, like the iPublish content, the block lists, and the IEnumerables and all that kind of stuff, where I just hadn't been used to those classes before. But I learned them, and nowadays I don't sweat when thinking of them. For web development and stuff like that, I've played slightly around with ASP.NET. It's not that bad. It's quite easy. It's very model view controller heavy, which is great. So yeah, once you learn that sort of pattern, you learn it once, you take it everywhere. I think my college course will be more of app development. Okay, so I haven't actually developed any apps before. Not in the last 10 years, all right? I have ages ago, but I've never done any mobile app development or anything like that. So, yeah. I'm trying to think where I could point you, and I just don't have any good ideas at the moment. Is it a mobile app or a desktop app? Because that will also change what I say next. You'll be challenged to create your own mobile application with Unity and develop bespoke software applications using C#. All right, cool. If I were to do this, yeah, I would visit the Microsoft site. The documentation's okay. I'm putting a little asterisk there because there are times where I've found it very out of date, but usually whenever the introduction sort of tutorials and stuff are really, really good. It's just when you're going into the nitty-gritty of stuff like how their Teams application works, or how their React integrates into Teams and stuff like that. That's where I think that it's very out of date. My recommendation is to follow something like this tutorial to at least get the basic sort of stuff done. And then once you're sort of done, you can kind of play around with what can I actually do next with it. I think I won't need to fully know C# before September, but I'd rather know enough to find it easy. Fair enough, yep. So, just give me 2 seconds. We actually have a tool in here. So there's the roadmap sh in here. I'm just seeing if there is C# in here or .NET. Damn it. Oh yeah, I had a housemate who had a Hilux. That thing can run forever. Sadly, he did actually kill a Hilux. It is amazing that he killed his Hilux. So yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. There's not much. I was hoping that there was a roadmap on C# here. There is one on C++, but there are slight differences. My recommendation is to look at the types. So, for example, I just want a new, let's go file, temp, add. So, for example, you'll have ints, how they work. It won't be print. It'll be something else in here. I forgot. A console. Right. I don't usually use console right or the or something like that. Yeah. All right. Cool. There's and that enough language under that. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is have a look at the types. So for example, the ints, you'll have your bools, you'll have your doubles, you'll have your floats and stuff like that in C and C++. So I should state that that's C/C++. And then in C#, you'll have your lists, you'll have your IE enumerables, you'll have a bunch of other different classes and so forth like that. Have a look at those different types. And yes, learning the types is probably the first step you got to do anyway. Once you learn, then a lot of the sort of logic, so if statements, while loops, you've got for loops, you've got for each loops, and so forth like that. A lot of that information will come from languages you already know. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. And once you're then done, after all of that, is depending what you want to do, it's more of the C# specific sort of stuff. A lot of what I do with Umbraco, I will have published content, I will be trimming strings, so string manipulation. I will be also object surfing, which I've just made up then, which essentially means I'll be extracting data out of an object or something like that. So yeah, learn some sorting / searching algos after you learn the basics. Common interview questions for Ryan. Yeah, yep. String manipulation still be getting me sometimes. Yes, yeah, yep. I still do it. So yeah, sometimes you'll be dealing with a lot of, well, for me, I deal with sometimes URLs and stuff like that. So I have to know the request sort of functionality. But once again, this is for Umbraco. So if you're not going that way, you don't need to learn it and so forth like that. So yeah. Going to say I know 90% of that already, but I just need to learn some C#, C++. Yep. All right, cool. So if you're 90% of the way, these are going to be really freaking simple. And then this is going to be really, really simple. My recommendation is jump into the Hello World app, make it. Get it running. And then do something with that app. Be like, ooh, can I get it to do this? Can I get it to do that? And just do it. So yeah, make something small and simple. You might make a little to-do list. That's perfectly fine. You might make an alarm clock. That's perfectly fine. You can try a calculator. That would be pretty cool. So yeah, if you kind of know other languages and stuff like that, and you know types, then picking up C# is probably going to be pretty easy. Yeah, another thing I would point out is, depending what language you've actually learnt and so forth like that, is how object-oriented languages work. Because you can have an object that's based off another object, which is based off another object, and so forth like that. So yeah, I'm not the best at explaining these. But yeah, just Python so far. All right, cool. Look up a basic sort of object orientate. Just sort of the basic sort of concepts, like inheritance, encapsulation. I haven't used polymorphism as much, how objects work and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would just look up that. You know some PHP, as I was in the stream the other day when a guy learning PHP, so I learned the basics of that to help me out. Ah, nice, yeah. So the good thing is, all these concepts, they migrate very, very easily. So yeah, one thing you'll learn is the first language is the hardest. Second language is easier, and you is easier to learn. The third language, you notice patterns. Fourth, fifth, to the nth, weekend job. So yeah, it becomes a lot easier. For my current job, I knew a little bit of C#. Had used Embraco before, but I didn't know quite a lot. However, they still hired me, and now, hey, look, they asked me stuff, and I'm like, cool, I can do that. So yeah. I would start learning machine code / assembly. Still, depends what you want to do. I would say there is still a lot of assembly out there. So yeah, there are people who do love assembly still. Trust me, I pick up what he needed to do in like 30 minutes. Perfect. You'll pick up C# very quickly. It's won me over. Assembly. I've been in a position where I've never had to do it. I've had housemates and I've got friends who've had to do it. You love assembly, but that's you. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think it will be one of those things. If I had something very small to do, I would do it. I'm EE though, not software or computer. I don't know what EE. Sorry, acronyms are my Achilles heel. EE. This would be acronym. Electrical engineer. Ah, fair enough. And also a mobile provider. Oh, nice. Okay, so going back to here. Oh, I just had an idea. I'm going to minimize everything. I am going to open this up. I am going to open up the source Sass themes. We got light theme and dark theme. And I am looking at probably that color for the background, but I've got to double check the cards to see what color they are. So what I want to do, background color is going to be called that. So that's what we're going to do. And I just copied using the Mac shortcut key. I've got a love and hate relationship with E. Ah, fair enough. I am lucky, kind of lucky, that my provider is okay. There has been problems. Okay, so the idea being, this is a variable. And Sass is fine with variables. So we're putting the background variable in for the card. Anywhere outside, I get 5 full bars of 5G. Inside, I get 1 bar of 4G. Sounds like being at my mother's place. For some strange reason, my mother lives in a Faraday cage. It's just her house. For some strange reason, her house, the instant I go into it, I lose all signal. And it doesn't matter which provider I am with. Other people don't have the problem, it's just me. Ooh, perfect. This is what we want. We want this fade. And the reason being we want that fade is, see these white bars? If someone's got color blindness or anything like that, we want them to be able to tell just by the size of the bar. Doesn't work in this particular case, but this will. If you're colorblind, you could look at this and be like, all right, those are different size bars. Now, I do need to try it in light mode, so I am terribly sorry. I am going to go into the profile. I'm going to go into light mode. Look out. And it works in light mode. All right. I'll put back on dark mode. There we go. Legit got my ma, got Voda, my dad got O2, my sister got 3, I got E. Oh. So you're the whole variety family. Yep, I fully understand that. We're the same. Like, we don't have many in Australia. We've got Telstra, Optus, and Vodafone, which are the major ones. So yeah, sadly we don't have much of a choice. Git commit bug fix. All right. Oh yep. Don't forget to drop everyone. I am going to add in old amputee Amber. If we have the same one, we'll be lucky if we get 10 kilobits. Oh yeah. All right. I know that feeling. I know that feeling all too well. Though, then again, the mobile network in Australia has improved. There are times where it is terrible. So it's terrible when I'm taking a train or I'm in a stadium. And the reason being is there's just too many people there using it. And that's it. Alright, I'm going to put this at the current version. This is submitted. This is ready for retesting. And I'm going to try and fix those on the weekend. So we do have 2 bugs in here. Not enough to sort of justify a release tonight, but I will probably do a release on the weekend. So yeah. Also, Wi-Fi is not good. I have 2 Wi-Fis at yours. Oh, damn. Well, Wi-Fi is good now at mine since fiber being installed not long ago. Oh, nice. Yeah, my neighbor has fiber, so I might upgrade. And this computer, I know this computer can use my whole entire 50 megabits bandwidth, which is great because I installed Baldur's Gate 3 on here and it was going the maximum speed. Anyway, let's find someone to raid tonight. I am getting tired, so yeah, let's... we raided Pirate Software the other day. Ooh, Dev Dad's going. Coding and Coughing, Building Glitch, a Twitch SDK in Gleam. Ooh, we got White Panther. Oh, we haven't raided White Panther in a while. Let's see if we can raid White Panther. Alright, sweet. We can raid White Panther. Anyway. Getting 1 gigabit and 100 megabits per second up, and that was the only one with my more than 50 megabits per second. Oh, fair enough. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for coming tonight. It has been wonderful. I do hope to see you in other streams. I do wish I had 1 gigabit per second, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting the 50 megabits per second, so yeah. Games still take a while to download. So yes, we are going to raid White Panther. I do hope you enjoy White Panther's stream. She does quite a lot of web development and stuff like that. She's pretty cool. So yeah. My mom's paying the same as me for Wi-Fi, and I get 20x more speed. Ooh, damn. Anyway, thank you very much, Gizmo Pug Life, for coming along. Thank you very much, 39DK. I know I'm forgetting everyone else. I'm terribly sorry. And the Bobber, I know. And 85 Filter. And Nocturnal. Anyway, I shall see you guys